Hey guys, what's going on? I got a new deck profile. It's Rikka Sunavalon, kind of going back to my roots. Haha. Um, I decided to take this to locals because it's a consideration for Nats, and I need to get a lot of testing in with this and with some of my other decks. Currently, I'm down to this or Runic for hire, and so I'm playing a build that I normally don't play. The side deck is completely deranged, and I'll show you when we get there. Um, but yeah, I wanted to test a bunch of new cards to see how they stacked up in the deck to see if they're worth even considering. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll talk about some of those cards when I get there. So first off, three Loki, twin, three unexpected dying, two sowing. This is the standard package. Uh, this is the ratios that everybody's playing. I'm not playing one for one. I kind of missed one for one just because I didn't see the Loki a lot this week. I actually opened up pretty doo doo all week or all day, and then I am playing the Therion package. Uh, yeah, I hard opened like these two cards a lot, like multiple games. I opened both of these, and I'm like, man, this is rough. Or I opened just King or just this Coliseum, and I remember why I don't really care for it, but it's really necessary when there's a lot of evenly going around. And then three princess, two Mudan, only two petal. I don't like the third petal because I feel like I'll brick on it a lot, and you don't really need more than two. And then the one ofs is one snowdrop and one primula. Uh, yeah, you don't need any more than this. But yeah, other than the only two petal, it's the pretty standard lineup for this. And then the one lone fire because you need it for the regular main combo. Three glamour, Glamour is I'm gonna re-upgrade these back to secret here soon. But yeah, it's Rhoda. It tributes something. It's really good. Only two con. When I get lower into the deck list, I'll explain why. But I really didn't feel like I needed more than two. You're searching it more times than not, so it's not that big of a deal. Uh, and then the one Rikka sheet. As for non-engine, I played three Droll. This actually came up pretty heavily when I did see it, it was very impactful. There was only once I didn't use it because my opponent kind of just like set one pass. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. He kind of bricked, so I was like, I guess I won't need this. And then I opened two of them once or twice, but yeah, when I did see it, it was pretty good. I don't think I lost when I resolved it. Three Dark Ruler, this card won me pretty much every matchup because my locals is on really heavy combo decks. There's not many people playing like mid range decks. So these dark rollers absolutely went ham all day. And then I played the thrusts, two thrusts. I could only get my hand like I own one, and then like I could only get my hands on one more, which I'm borrowing. Shout out to Josh. Yeah, I wanted to try out thrust. I've actually never really used it beyond Sky Strikers. Um, so I wanted to see how it played in this deck, and I did. When I saw it, I just searched for tactics every single time, but there was a time that I probably should have searched out unexpected die and I thought about it, but then I was like, you know what, if he has any other interaction I just lose. I need to high roll this triple tactics, and I did that twice. So both times I resolved thrust, I decided I wanted to high roll the talents, and I didn't hit on it once and I hit on it the second time. So I lost the game that I didn't hit on it, so I probably should have just searched unexpected die. And then the second time I did it, I actually did hit off of talents, and it was the correct play, and I was able to gas through his board. I think he had four interactions, and I was still able to put up um, Bengal Lancer, Strenna, and Regulus through his whole board. My cat has showed up and decided it's time to pet her. Sup, baby? Love you. And then the last two targets were terraforming and Feather Duster. I wanted to try terraforming. I think I'm gonna drop this for one, but yeah, it was okay. And then Feather Duster, I never saw it. But this deck kind of has a dog shit matchup against back row decks, so you kind of want main decked back row outs. We'll move on to the extra deck. It is the world's most standard extra deck. You've seen this if you've ever seen a plant extra deck. Three Dryas, one Thrasher, two Healer, two Jasmine, Melius, Bangle Lancer, Dance Peony, two Strenna, one Teardrop, and one Hyperion, Hyperton, whatever. They're oh well, they're upside down. Sorry. Here you go. I'll lay it out for you again. I'm not used to having my camera turned around still. Yeah, this is your standard plant list. But yeah, that's your standard plant list. So this is where things get a little deranged. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my side deck, tell you why I played everything in here that I did, and I'm going to. It's gonna go from least range to the most ranged. Um, and here comes the cat. Hi, cat. So I played the one Predaplant. There you go. Played the one Predaplant. It's a such a pseudo in engine out to spells and continuous spells and traps. The one Rose Whip sighted in once. I could have went for the combo, but they just had multiple levels of interaction and they just wouldn't let me get to it. And then two Lightning Storm because of Thrust. I wanted to play Lightning Storm. And then three Water Art because I was playing Thrust and I've never actually. I resolved this card once and it was not very good, but it was also like turn three, so. But yeah, no, this is the normal stuff. You've probably seen it. From here is where you're gonna start seeing some weird stuff. So 3D shifter, some plant lists play this because it doesn't hurt us as much as it hurts other decks. Um, the guy that topped the French nationals that privated his deck profile was playing this. FYI. Um, yeah, it's okay. I cited it in twice and only saw it once, and the guy just scooped as soon as I dropped it. Yeah, so it's I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna probably give it another week to see if I like it or not. And then the next is two enemy controller. Obviously, you have synergizing with tributing your own cards, and then there's a lot of stuff like you'll go to summon something and your opponent will try to out the one monster. So like if you summon Dryas or summon Loki and your opponent goes will try to out the Loki before you can go into Dryas, so you can usually just control her and take their monster. Um, and so well, and it's also defensive, so it's turn neutral. And there's another card in here that I'm gonna show you why I one of the reasons I picked this. This was very middling. Uh, I would have preferred this was Book of Moon in every scenario that I had it. And I had a feeling that was the case. Um, the next two cards I know are cheeks, but I wanted to try them. Were two Sage de Fleur. If you've read this card, you would think that this synergizes with the deck because when it leaves the field, it adds a level one plant for the deck to the hand, and it can out anti spell and a bunch of other stuff. But it overall just seems to be it's just overall kind of crap because it's a spellcaster, not a plant. Um, so you need a monster on board first to pop it, and then it's stuck on your field, and there's nothing you can do with it when it's on your field. So you have to like econ it away, or Jasmine tribute it away to trigger its effect to search. And so I wanted a way to just inherently remove it, so I cited one Donner as a generic link to, and this that actually came up where I was playing against Ice Jades and I took my opponent's monster and I was like, man, I can't really destroy this or anything, so I just linked it away into a Donner and then popped his anti spell with it. I still lost, but yeah, this is really bad. I knew it was going to be really bad, but I was like, you know what? Maybe it's one of those situations. Like, I just wanted to give it a try. Um, don't play this, and don't play the Donner either. It's okay, but not really. This I think Book of Moon is just better. So that's kind of how I feel about these five cards. Is there's a lot better options, and I knew that. And going into this next locals, I'm gonna continue to play cards that kind of make no sense for the deck because or have some minor synergy just to kind of see how they play out because I mean it's the side deck is pretty easily built. Like you can just throw in 15 decent cards and call it a day. So I really want to try a lot of unexplored options. Um, Try to catch some people off guard. So that's what I'm going to continue to do this upcoming week. And if that ends up working out, I'll drop a deck profile to let y'all know. As I said in my last video, I will be at nationals, and if you find me at nationals, you'll earn a prize. It won't be anything crazy, so follow me on follow me on Twitter. It's at it's me Pito TV, and the day of nationals, I'll post a picture of my fit, and if you come and find me, you can win something while supplies last. So yeah, thanks for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and let me know. Well, actually, you know what? Before I go, I'm sorry. Let me just do a rundown of my matchups real quick so you can know how it went. Round one, it was only 4 rounds because we split top cut. Round one, I lost to Ice Jades. Game one, I went full combo. He couldn't do anything. Game two, double floodgate, and I didn't open well, so he got game two. Game three, I just completely bricked. Like I think I went like normal summon set one pass. I think I like normal to princess and then like set a sheet and passed, which does absolutely fuck all for that deck. So I just lost to the Ice Jades, and then I the next round I played against. I want to say it was Sprite Melfi. I 2 owed him. Dark Ruler is a really good card. And then what's it called? And then game round three, I've played against Trap Tricks, who I 2 owed. The guy is a good friend of mine, but he ended up what's it called? Just getting back into the game. So and then the next round, so round four, the last round I played against whatever, and I 2 0'd it. Game one, he went first, um, and didn't set up an amazing field, and so yeah, he didn't set up an amazing field because I guess he had to start really awkwardly, and so I was able to just well, it was pretty good, but Dark Ruler. He wasn't able to search the counter trap to negate the Dark Ruler, so I just Dark Ruler his field, cleared his field, set up full comboed him, and that was game. And then game two, he went first, and I shifted him, and I think I like yeah I shifted him, and he was just like yeah I don't like this deck, so I'm just gonna scoop to you. Uh, so he ended up winning, or sorry, I ended up winning, but he ended up winning the locals because he had better tiebreakers than me. But yeah, but either way, thanks for watching. Drop a subscribe, drop a like, hit me up on Twitter if you want that free shit. Talk to you later.